Hi there, Prime Minister. What is the Prime Minister doing to support the wedding industry? The restrictions have been so tough and ever-changing that we have been closed in all but name since March. We are not eligible for any culture grants and we have been left out of all industry-specific support. Will you please commit to discussing a roadmap and introducing testing to allow larger numbers at weddings?
Yes, Lara, and I've been asked this question, thanks to your question, and I've been asked this question many times by representatives of that industry. It's a massive industry and very, very important to our country, and it creates huge revenues, and I thank you for everything you've done, and again, to repeat my point about the sacrifice that the wedding industry has made. I really, really appreciate it, because obviously the problem with weddings and events like that, and indeed the whole business events industry, which has been similarly badly affected, is a massive industry for our country. It's just the number of people coming together that's been the problem. So you're right that there's been no particular sector-specific initiatives for the wedding industry by themselves. Though clearly there's been a huge amount that we've done for bounce back loans and so on, and CBILS and grants and of many different kinds, to say nothing of the furlough scheme. And the furlough scheme does go on. Don't forget, Lara, the furlough scheme does go on until March, and it is really more generous than many other schemes around the world. But again, the thing that will help us is the thing you mentioned, lateral flow testing, getting people tested. That has huge possibilities. And I don't want to say that we can now declare that we'll be able to get people to go to, if all wedding guests have a lateral flow test and all wedding guests are negative, that you can go ahead as planned. That's not something we can say today, but as we roll out community testing, as we get better at understanding how people respond to it and how it works, that I think is very much on the cards. And so that is something that I believe will be possible to deliver before we get to what I think will be the final defeat of the life really much more close to normal, which we think will be by Easter. But mass testing, combined with the growth in the number of people who've been vaccinated, will make I think a difference before Easter. And there's the real possibility, I think, that lateral flow testing of the kind that you describe will allow events like weddings to go ahead. So that's the best answer I can give you.
Can I come back to you on that?
Yes, of course.
So I'm a wedding venue, so we still have overheads to pay and couples to support. So the furlough doesn't help me. I can't currently claim any self-employment because I'm part of the excluded. So because I went self-employed last year. So we're there to support our couples. So we have to keep paying those overheads until we can open again.
Yeah.
The problem that we're facing is because couples are worried because there's no roadmap of when they're going to be able to have the wedding that they want, that they're just simply cancelling. So we're seeing, obviously we've lost 100% of our income this year.
Right.
And now we're seeing a loss of already 30% for next year.
Right.
The problem with weddings is it takes so long to plan that we can't just book something for next week. The people are booking months and months in advance and then cancelling months and months in advance. So at the moment, my whole summer is almost wiped out because people are worried. So, we need support to pay our overheads, to pay all the bills that we have when we can't open. But we also need to give confidence to couples so that they will book and not cancel, which is what they're doing.
Well, Lara, thanks. And that goes back to the point I was making to Ray. If you're thinking about the summer, I think you'll be all right. It's my strong hope and belief that by the summer, one way or the other, whether by vaccination, which I hope and believe we will have delivered by Easter, as I say, or by lateral flow testing, we'll be in a different world. So my hope is that by summer it really will be a different world for the weddings and events industry. And I hope that your potential customers will be full of confidence and optimism as well, and we'll be getting hitched in the normal way. And
Mine was cancelled too, so I hope mine can.
well, so you're getting married too, are you?
Yeah, mine was supposed to be last June, but it got cancelled.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I hope. Oh, I'm very sorry. Well, I hope it goes brilliantly well. And
you're supposed to be getting married too, so hopefully.
Well, I didn't want to drag that in, but anyway, I have to take that one offline, as they say. But anyway, that's the best answer I can give you, Lara. I think mass testing will help before Easter, hopefully well before Easter. But I think you should be able to plan for a really much more active summer and lots of happy nuptial events all over the UK. Thank you, Lara. Let's go last to Daryl in Doncaster.
Good afternoon. In